Look, I think the M&A activity is a good sign for the industry. It demonstrates that there's interest from outside the industry to invest further, to grow the industry. People see it as a good opportunity, and then obviously within the industry, people believe they have opportunities for growth, and they're continuing to invest in the context of buying other companies. So I think overall it's good news for our industry. It's a good indicator that people see this industry as a growth industry. And indeed, if you look at the core alarm and integrator space, the growth in those sectors on the service side is somewhere in the 5 to 10% plus range. And then if you look at various product categories, because you're representing manufacturers as your primary goal within SIA, there's categories that are growing much faster than that 5 to 10% core in video and other sectors that have particularly attractive dynamics right now. So people are seeing those positive dynamics in this industry and saying there's good long-term trends, there's a good opportunity here. So to invest money, to grow, to buy capability, to become bigger makes sense to me. And so I think fundamentally M&A is an indicator that people see this as a growth industry and they're willing to invest. But in and of itself, M&A wouldn't constitute core organic growth, obviously. People see opportunity here. We've seen all kinds of different types of entrants come into the industry too. So it's a broad range of people who see that opportunity. Bigger strategics from outside of our industry, lots of different types of private equity investors coming into the industry, public investors in the context of supporting public companies. So there's a lot going on and a lot of interest, and fundamentally that's because people see a big market opportunity and respectable growth. I think the problem in our industry, or when I say our industry, we have to really always constantly talk about be more specific, because recurring revenue is largely about the alarm industry. Increasingly, it's a little bit about managed services that are creating recurring revenue in other categories. But historically, all the recurring revenue has been within the alarm industry. And within the alarm industry, the accounting for some of those businesses is such that it's harder to understand the financial performance of those businesses. And so, notwithstanding the fact that I think investors really like recurring revenue, high margin recurring revenue, if you have to get through a lot of accounting that makes it hard to figure out. GAAP accounting for growth for recurring revenue industries makes it more opaque to try and get at the core attractive cash flow dynamics of the business. I founded the Investment Trends Committee for SIA very much specifically because I thought it was important for members to stay current on what's happening in the capital markets, what's happening with the investment community, and indeed to talk more about what's going on with M&A, and to attract the financial community to become members of SIA to stay current on trends and industry dynamics. And so that's been very successful. We do periodic webinars with the Investment Trends Committee members. Participate bankers and CFOs and other financial types from the industry participate in those webinars. We publish periodic reports, and we have a number of other objectives for how we can disseminate financial information and encourage participation in the association by the financial community to better understand our industry, and of course be more willing to bring capital, attract investment into the industry.